I'm on my way to the warehouse the other day, like midday. Need to pick up some parts so I continue on with my day, keep my day going. And I got stuck in this little bit of traffic right here. I noticed there was a car accident blocking this intersection right here. And everybody was routing off to the right and through the gas station parking lot. And I'm like, damn, really? Got to get over here? And then I got in the line and, followed everybody around. And through the gas station I went, decided to go ahead and show y'all what this accident was looking like. And yeah, this is what it's looking like. It's looking like a 2-car NVA. A bit of a doozy. The car took a nice hit. The truck ain't got no wheel on the front anymore. And the guy's looking stunned at that. But anyway, I went to the warehouse. I grabbed some parts that I needed from the next job. And I had to go back to this intersection. And really I needed to make a U-turn, but that wasn't going to happen. So I made a left turn and I was going to keep going. But I said, nah, I'm going to pull in here. And I'm gonna watch the scene for a minute. And it had already been about 5-6 minutes since I had drove through, went to the warehouse, got my stuff. Now the warehouse was literally pretty much across the street from the accident, maybe 1 block. And I went in there, grabbed my stuff and came back, and I sat and watched the fire department show up. So you hear the fire department coming and you can see the traffic. They're stuck in some traffic, but they decided to get on the oncoming traffic side, which was a wise decision. They got to the accident a little bit quicker than they would have had they just kept waiting and pushing the traffic off. But anyway, they rolled up on the scene. Now what's going to happen here is they're all going to hop out of the fire truck. And the lieutenant on this particular fire truck, he's sitting in the passenger seat. That's him right there in the white shirt. He just got out and he's going to go see what's going on with everybody. He's going to see if anything crazy is popping. He's going to maybe establish like a scene command. You might have multiple units coming to this accident, even though it's a little 2-car NVA. You never know till you get on scene. And I'm gonna tell you, this is a smaller city. Some bigger cities in the area, this little NVA right here, they're gonna have 4 fire trucks, maybe a ladder truck, 3 ambulances, probably gonna have the squad truck out there, might bring a boat, a couple chiefs. They might call somebody's mom and have her show up to this. They get crazy out here with this. Anyway, you see the ambulance has now rolled up on scene and they're gonna hop out of the unit and they're gonna start coming over here and handling the patient care. Now the fire department, somebody on the fire truck, probably the medic of the fire truck, went over and he had already established patient care immediately. He checked with both vehicles, see who needed to have some care, if anybody did, and he'll let the transport unit know if anybody's going to go to the hospital or who they can go deal with, since they have arrived to help. Now, what's going to happen on for the next few minutes is traffic is going to keep diverting through this parking lot. It's going to get a little bit worse because all these people are onlooking, me being the biggest onlooker of them all. But it's actually going to take a hot minute to clear all this up, really. You're going to have to get a tow truck in here for that white truck because he ain't got no tire. And I'm pretty sure that orange or red vehicle right there, I mean, it looked like Shredder done got off. He ain't going nowhere in that vehicle, at least. Not going anywhere in that vehicle. So 2 tow trucks, maybe one flatbed. If the man can work it real well, you might be able to tow 2 vehicles on 1 flatbed, but they're probably going to just send two flatbeds out there. 2 flatbeds, get it handled as quick as possible. So now you got to wait for the tow trucks to get dispatched from the police officers. So no telling how long that's going to take. But it's usually, within about 20 minutes, depending on where they're coming from. Maybe a little quicker. Find out if the patients are going to get transported, if they're going to need another med unit. Are there any more fire trucks coming? Are they going to come emergency or not? The lieutenant's going to decide whether to slow another unit down, cancel another unit, whatever his decision is. If they're going to need any help cleaning up debris, securing the scene hazards, assisting with the patients and transport and maybe loading up the patients. No telling if somebody is complaining of some neck pain or back pain or something, they may go through the whole rigmarole of putting them on a backboard and strapping them some pillows and a neck collar to their face and all that good stuff, and taping them down to the board and securing their spine and loading them up onto the stretcher. But I don't personally believe that any of that. What I feel like, and I didn't stay for the duration. Now I didn't stay for the duration because I did have work to do, but I feel like they're going to obtain like 3-4 patient refusals, clean up some hazards, wait for the tow truck to get there, hang out, just be chilling on scene. The ambulance will leave. The fire department will be there just kind of hanging out, waiting for the tow truck to show up, because that's just what they're going to have to do. This particular department is probably going to have to wait for the tow truck to show up. There's no clearing that roadway. You can't push that orange car out of the way. You might be able to clean up and open a lane, but I doubt the police officer is going to allow that. And he is out of jurisdiction, I'm pretty sure. So he's got to wait for the right police officer to show up to even handle that part of the scene. So it's going to be a hot minute here, and I'm glad that I had made it through the light before the fire department and the ambulance showed up, because I feel as if I would have not been able to make a left had I just been a little bit after the fire truck. I would have had to just drive miles out of the way. Not that would have hindered my day. Obviously, these people in the vehicles are having a much, much, much worse day than I. But yeah. Anyway, this is a 2-car MVA. That's a 2-car motor vehicle accident, with all the patients being out and ambulatory upon arrival. That means upon the arrival of the fire truck, all occupants of the vehicles, maybe not patients, all occupants were ambulatory, meaning everybody that was in the vehicle was out. They were all out. Nobody was in the vehicle just chilling or trapped. There was no extrication to be performed. Nobody had to break out the jaws of life. They didn't need to, do anything crazy. Anyway, thanks for watching.